Backstage with Geoffrey Morrissey here at Newport Folk. Edward Sharp is serenading us. I am here with Bob Boilen of All Songs Considered. There we go. And Tiny Desk. How have you been today?
Really well. All good music, right?
I was going to say, who were you most excited to catch over the course of the weekend?
Well, I'd never seen Del and Dog.
Oh, sweet.
So that was yesterday. That was really exciting.
Yeah.
Del McCrary and David Chrisman, legends. I've listened to them for years, but I've never seen them perform. And that was pretty brilliant. Around one microphone, mandolin, a guitar, and two golden voices all around one microphone. It was great.
I was going to say, that must be pretty rare for you, a band that you have not seen that you like.
Yeah, no, at Newport there were an awful lot of bands I've seen before, happy to see again. But not, this year wasn't a big discovery year for me, because I think I knew just about everyone who had come here, but there were some I'd never seen, so that was nice.
And I mean, speaking of discovery, you're one of those people that people look to for new music. Who is everyone not paying attention to right now that you really think we should be?
Well, River Wireless, who are here, are a band I'm super excited about. I saw them first at the Americana Fest last year, and I brought them to the Tiny Desk. I'm playing with them tomorrow night in Providence. I'm really thrilled about that band.
Nice. Now, you had an awesome event here in Newport last night, Saturday night, around the new book. Tell me a little bit about that event, because that sounded like it was a really special time.
So the heart of the book it's called Your Song Changed My Life, and the heart of that book is asking musicians about a song that changed them. And often it's a song that made them go to the guitar store and buy a guitar, or pick up a pen and write a song. And so last night at the Jane Pickens Theater, we asked artists who were playing here at the festival, who were still around, to come and play a song that changed them. And so we had a slew of really fabulous musicians, from Nathaniel Rateliff to Ryan Adams to Lenny Kaye from Patti Smith's band, to a lot of new acts that people had never heard. Lucy Dacus, she's one people need to pay attention to. She's brilliant at playing songs, each playing one song that changed them. And it was really an exciting night. We had about 12 musicians, I guess.
Wow, that's really cool. What's that song for you, the song that got you into all of this business?
It's a song by the Beatles called A Day in the Life, probably a song that I'd say you've probably heard.
No, definitely.
And most people have probably heard. It's a song that at the time was a song like no other song. Nothing sounded like it. It was adventurous, strings that you never heard before, and used in rock music that was unlike anything else. It was a story with lyrics that were deep and heavy about the death of this heiress to the Guinness fortune that John Lennon had read in a newspaper article. So it's about how fragile life is. It's also about how mundane life can be, when Paul McCartney sings his part about waking up and falling out of bed and dragging a comb and running late and all the stuff that he's doing. So it does both things. It tells you how fragile life is and how boring life can be, and it makes me and helped me get an understanding of how precious each moment and day is. And so it's an important song for me.
Awesome. And then what was one of your favorite stories that you were able to get for the book?
Always they were the ones that were like out of left field. So Trey Anastasio of Fish picking Leonard Bernstein's song from West Side Story, Somewhere, There's a Place for Us. Like, I didn't see that coming. Or Colin Malloy of the Decemberists picking a song from a very loud band named Husker Du from Minneapolis. I didn't see coming, and those are usually the best ones.
I was going to say, and there were a lot of people that did pick obscure songs. I know Julian Baker, who's not in the book, but played the show so that she picked one of her friends' punk band songs.
Right, which I had never even heard the song before. So I love that.
Well, good. And so, sort of to get to Tiny Desk, I know Julian is a Tiny Desk alum. What has been your favorite Tiny Desk, if you can pick one?
Wow.
Not to stick with the favorite theme, but
pick the children.
Pick the children. That's always a smart call.
Yeah. Moon Hooch was really a great band. I don't know if you know them. They're a trio of drums and two saxophones, and that just blew my mind. I mean, I love seeing just a sound in a room unaffected, unaltered, unfiltered, and hearing those two saxophones in that room that day with that crazy good drummer was brilliant. So they call Moon Hooch. They're from New York.
Oh, nice, nice. And see, I always like when you have those sort of different acts. For example, Churches or Sylvanessa, who are a lot more electronic, when they can kind of come in and do something a little bit different. That's always a cool thing to see too.
Well, the best thing you can, I mean, the reason Tiny Desk, one of the reasons it works is the best thing about being an artist is the ability to do with what you have. And so that you restrict an artist and they do things that they wouldn't normally do, and that's when you get the most out of someone. So I love that.
Nice. And then, so what do you look for in an artist when you're about to, you know, break someone, for lack of better words? What's something that you look for that you can kind of go, they have it?
I mean, it's sort of, they have it. It's that singular thing that they can only be the ones to do what they're doing. That they have a singular voice, that they've found something that is not repeatable. And that's when I really fall in love with an artist.
And do you remember sort of the first band that you were like, I saw them first, for lack of better words?
Wow. You mean as I was in a position to say something about it, or
either looking back on it, maybe?
I mean, there was a band I've seen more than any other band in my life called the Urban Verbs that nobody knows, and they were, to me, one of the bands that changed my life and affected me more than any other band. They put out 2 records on Warner Brothers. Nobody knows them. They were a DC-based band. I'd never be playing music if it weren't for them. And I wish I had a voice to champion them back then, but I didn't.
Yeah. Well, Bob Boilen, Tiny Desk, and of course, All Songs Considered. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks.